going on, everyone? I have a really cool unboxing for you today. Today, as you can see by the box, we have a CETME L from Marcolmar Firearms. I bought this through Atlantic Firearms, though I know it's available through a few other distributors. I got mine through Atlantic. I bought quite a few guns from those guys. I thought it was worth it. You might see Morty pop in to check out the box from time to time, but he shouldn't bother us too much. So, let's open her up. Morty, you want to help me out here? Okay, so the first thing you're met with is a really thick foam topper. We're going to flip him over. And you can see there's your gun. Here's what you get. There's a little yellow piece of paper here basically giving you a brief on how to break this thing in. It says that it wants to be fired with the first few hundred rounds with some 62 grain or some NATO loaded 5.56 just to break it in. They don't say that's what you need to shoot. That's just what they would like for you to break the gun in. Over here, it comes with an AR-15 mag from OK Industries. And full disclosure, when I did open this box, I tried every magazine I have. It's a little picky with mags, so there is Cerakote on the inside of the mag well, but this one that they sent fits honestly the best. So that was nice that they gave you a really good mag. It's got the non-tilt follower, so that's nice. Pretty cool. So something we don't care about, the lock. Set that to the side. This actually was on the grip of the gun, so it's going to come like that. But basically, warning, before you operate the CETME L, LV, or LC, you must read and understand the manual. Chamber flags are always nice. Looks like something that Atlantic Firearms throws in there, so that's kind of cool. I shoot a lot of matches, so it's nice to have random chamber flags. And this is nice. It comes with a little bottle of some lubrication. Brothers in Arms True Blue. Okay, so it comes with some Brothers in Arms True Blue lubrication. What I'll do is I'll just open that up. A little bottle of lube. I'm just kind of getting into all the little nitty-gritty things. It's a teeny tiny little bottle, but you get lube with it. Not every gun comes with that, so that's kind of nice. Now the best thing about this whole package is their manual. It's a really high quality manual. You see CETME L, CETME LC, and CETME LV. I'm kind of curious at why they did that. Maybe they're just trying to be as generic as possible, but I think maybe they have some parts kits laying around, and the CETME Model L might not be the only thing we see from them, so that's pretty cool. I mean, look at that. It has some really cool pictures. I'm guessing these are really old pictures from the Spanish Army. So how cool is that? Safety selector, cocking handle, how to insert your mag. That's an important one. You guys need to know how to insert your mag. And how to lock your bolt back. So that's pretty cool. And there's a really nice picture on the back. So that's the little short barrel CETME LC. So it actually comes with a telescoping stock and a really short barrel. It's kind of a sexy little gun. Alright guys, so here it is out of the box. Spanish CETME Model L, built by Marcolmar. Really interesting. Some of the things they chose to do on their own. There's plenty of videos out there that will give you all of the information on these guys. I know Forgotten Weapons has a good video, but the short story is this is something that was adopted in the late 80s by Spain. And it only really made it until 1999. Then they adopted HK G36s. So it's kind of funny they even chose to develop this and field this for a short period of time when they could have just kept buying HK guns. But that's what they decided to do. Let's start on the end of this thing. Some of these are coming with like three-prong flash hiders. Mine came with the little cage. These are pencil barrels. They're American barrels. They're cold hammer forged. 1 in 7 twist. I believe the originals were 1 in 12. So this should have an easier time stabilizing most ammos. Still has the O-ring for grenade launching. This here is actually used to snap on your bayonet. Got some of that stuff coming in the mail. That's in part 2, the next video. So you have your bayonet attachment. Here's your front sight block. And it actually has a pretty clean and precise front sight. You see how narrow it is there. There's your front pin that holds on your handguard and the heat shield. This heat shield actually runs the full length. But it's kind of a sexy heat shield. I've always liked the way that they look on these CETMEs. Now you have this angular cocking tube, and because of that, these actually don't have the capability to lock your charging handle back. You know, rolling it up like on G3s and CETME Model Cs. So all you're able to do on this one is literally just cock it. Just like that. These handguards are made in-house by Marcolmar. They're not surplus. They said the reason they did that, a lot of the parts kits that they had, they noticed that the original Spanish furniture started to degrade over time, so they made their own with modern production polymers, and I think we'll get a little more longevity out of that. And they honestly did a really good job. They feel good. They look just like everything I've seen in photos. A really nice rubber butt pad. Still have a nice sling mount. You still get holes to mount your pins for disassembly, and a really comfortable pistol grip, which is just the way it would have came from the CETME factory. Here's your sling swivel. Cocking handle is totally surplus. You can see it has the little grooves on the end. There's the little tip that it holds on to. That's all there is to that. It's pretty smooth, actually. It's really no different. If you have like a G3 or a CETME Model C, it feels exactly like that. The iron sights on this thing, you have a 400 and a 200 aperture. Kind of a weird sight picture, but it's not that bad. And of course your front sight is super narrow. I honestly like these sights. They get a bad rap online, but they're not that bad. Super tight magazine well. So the magazine that they sent with it fits really good. It didn't at first, but it will drop free. It did not want to do that when I first took it out of the box. This is after like 2 days of just playing with this thing. They have tuned this thing to run really well with AR-15 standard mags. Not polymer, but you know, the stamped aluminum mags. CETMEs really have their own specific magazines. They're basically just like modified GI mags. They're everywhere. They're like $8 a pop. You can find them on Apex gun parts right now for $8 a piece. But they're supposed to run just fine with AR-15 mags. They've made minor modifications to make that possible. And on that note, they claim to have also modified springs and a few other things to really make these things reliable. They don't have the best reputation for being reliable, which is why they didn't last very long in the Spanish military. But everything I've seen on YouTube, these things really smooth out after a couple hundred rounds and start to run really, really well. So you notice this little knurled button here. I'll get you up close. That's your bolt hold open. So what I do is I kind of push it down, grab my cocking handle, pull the bolt back, push the button in, just like that. You can see the button's now depressed, sticking up on the other side, and the handle is locked back. You can always just shove that forward. Bolt still back. Now you can either push the button to close it, or get it locked back. Go ahead and just pull your cocking handle, and it goes forward. Because they use these, you know, AR type mags, they had to use a push button, and it's really far away. I can reach it really easily with my middle finger. With my index finger, I'm really reaching for it, and it's kind of difficult, but it's there. The safety selector looks just like that. It is nice and color-filled, safe. And fire. That's still a little tight. Here's your trigger pull. It's not bad. It's funny. The guy at my local gun shop said, yeah, the trigger sucks on that thing, but he's used to like bad to the bone AR triggers. This is better than my G3 trigger, which means it's better than your CETME C trigger, which just means it's not a bad trigger. I don't mind it at all. Kind of a long take up, but it's got a nice clean break and a short reset, so it's not that bad. You have really cool engravings and color fill on this side, which really matches the pictures I've seen of the CETME Model L in military service. It looks very similar to this. You have a takedown pin here, 2 takedown pins there, and the takedown pin here. So really 4 pins all holding this thing together. Marcolmar is sending these things out totally original, without this pick rail, in 4 different colors, and with the pick rail in 4 different colors. And it's only like a $60 to $70 upcharge. So I figured it would really be cool to have a nice way to mount optics on this thing, because if you know me, you know I'm going to put this through a carbine match. And it handles really well. It's honestly very light for what it is. Shoulders really well, left and right-handed. Pretty nice. You can really get used to this thing. So I really enjoy it. Fit and finish is awesome. The color is awesome. I haven't found any weird welds or weird Cerakote spots that didn't get good coverage. So I'm really happy with this thing. So stay tuned. At the next video you see, we've got some accessories coming in the mail from some surplus dealers that are really going to make this thing even cooler, and we will be at the range showing you how this thing handles under the clock, at distance, and up close. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you go follow us on Instagram at Clayco47, and we'll see you next time.